everyone, my name is Anthony, and today I'm going to show you guys how to play my arrangement of Photograph by Ed Sheeran on the ukulele. If you guys do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future videos and tutorials just like this one. And really quick, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to put the tabs below here, and hopefully you guys can follow along. The song does have a lot of plucking patterns and things of that sort. So with that being said, let's grab our ukuleles and let's begin. Alright everyone, let's begin. So this song takes 4 chords, or it revolves around 4 chords. Pretty much that's going to be G, E minor, C, and D. So let's go ahead and start off with the first, with the intro part, which is this one right here. And then we're going to have a rhythm part, which is this part. Okay, so let's start with the lead intro. Pretty much what you're going to do is your first finger is going to be on the 3rd fret on the E string, or your middle finger. I use my middle finger, but whatever finger you want to use, you can go whatever one. But you can use your middle finger on the 3rd fret, going down to the index finger on the 2nd fret, E string, and then back up to the 3rd fret on the E string. So, and then climb down to the 2nd fret on the C string, right here. And then with my pinky, I just find it easier to do this, but whatever is more comfortable for you. But for my pinky, I go down to the 5th fret on the G string, and then slide down to the 4th fret on the G string as well. So it's gonna go 2nd fret, and then right here down to the 5th fret, and then to the 4th. And then all together. And on the very last one, just hit the open string. So that's pretty easy. Once again. And of course, you will need to have a low G string for this one. So if you have a regular ukulele, it might sound a little off, but that's how you play it for those who have a low G string. And on the right hand, I'm doing index and thumb. But when I recorded it, I believe I did just my index finger. Whatever works, as long as, as long as you're able to hit the notes, then that's totally fine. Now the rhythm part actually is the root of G, so pretty much it's this right here. Normally we play G like this, right? But now we're actually just adding this lower note here, which is on the 4th fret G string. So I just hold that position instead of holding that and that, or maybe even that one, right? We're just doing these bottom ones, so it's kind of like that one right there. So just the ring finger right here on the 4th fret with your index finger on the 2nd fret and your middle finger right here on the E string right here, 3rd fret. Starting from that, you just go, and of course doing a palm mute, which is that right here. And then just to keep it kind of subtle, you don't want to, just all on the wrist. And then pretty simple change, just pinky to the 4th fret on the C string right here, just like that. And then just once again, just continue. And then back down. And then once again. And then that's when it goes into the song, which I'm gonna play for you right now, and then we're gonna learn that together. So 1, 2, 3, and... So let's go ahead and cover that part. So when I originally wrote this, I had a lot more strums. It wasn't so finger picky. My original arrangement actually went something more like this. was more like strums and then with the finger picking at the same time. But because when I recorded it, it had a lot of like this choppy noise because I was doing this. So it didn't sound too pleasant when I was listening back to the actual recording, which is why I did finger picking instead. It sounded a little better on the ear. But for those reasons, I do the finger picking. You don't have to do the finger picking. If you feel like it's creative to do like he does throughout the song, then go right ahead. For me, I would prefer that, but just for the recording purposes, I had to do the finger picking. For those who want to learn the finger picking part, I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you right now. So starting off, we're gonna start on the G string. Pretty much, I'm gonna list the tabs actually below from here on out, just to help you guys, with me explaining and with me kind of playing, you guys just get to play along with me pretty much section by section. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of explain verbally where these notes are coming from. If something seems a little off from what I'm saying from what I've actually tabbed out, follow the tabs. To me, I play my songs kind of different every single time. There's always something or an extra note, or maybe I don't play it exactly. As long as we have an understanding of that, then we'll be just fine. So starting off with G, the G chord, pretty much we're gonna strum once, and then we're gonna upstroke right here on the 2nd fret right here on the A string. So upstroke, and then just let go. So it's open, and then strum again. All right, so one more time. One more time. Then continuing on, we're gonna go from high A to E to C, and then A, E to G, just like this. Just like that. So from the top, C, G, and then back to A and E. And then continuing on with that, do another strum, and then hit the top part again, and then let go to the open, and then it goes into the E minor. So E minor strum, and then just hitting the 3rd fret on the E string and the 4th fret on the C string, 2 fingers, just go like this. Thumb right here on the low G string, if you have it. If not, just keep it. I think it'll probably sound pretty good with just the 2 fingers right here, sounding like this. Right? If you have the low G string, it's gonna sound really good if you can go. So, adding that lower G in there. So one more time, let's go from the strum, E minor, 2 strums, low G, 2 strums again, low G again, and then add 2 more, and then right here on the 5th fret is going to be on the E string right here, is going to be the next part, transitioning to the D chord. So I'm going to play that kind of slowly, and then I'm going to repeat it up after a couple times so we can get more familiar with the rhythm part. So ready, 1, 2, 3, and... one more time. Okay, so continuing on now, let's go ahead and start from the D. And now we're gonna put our middle finger right here on the 2nd fret on the A string, 2 plucks right here on the 2nd fret C string, and then the E string 3rd fret. So it's gonna go, once again, 2 strings, just how we did on the earlier. And then you're gonna strum again, barring the whole 2nd, having this, leaving this here, and then having your ring finger come right here on the 3rd fret. Strum up, then pull off on the 2nd fret right here, and then coming back to the double plucks. And then now finger picking, you're gonna go G, E, C, G. So, and then repeat again. And then one more time. Going, except now you're ending right here, so G, so G, E, C, G, E, C, G, E, C. And then moving your fingers now, middle finger on 3rd fret right here on the E string right here, and then ring finger on the C string, and the pinky right here on the 5th fret G string. So it's gonna look something like that. And then once again, you do the same pattern, just, you know, like a loop, just from top to bottom or bottom to top. And then now you actually get to put your finger right here on the 2nd fret, high A. So once again, I do this a lot if you haven't noticed. So I just strum and then I hit the high A string. We're gonna do that a lot through this song. So if you see me do that, I'm gonna kind of explain it once again, high A. That's what I mean by it. So we're gonna strum once, and then let go, and then back to the top for the next part of the verse. So let's go over that whole first verse and let's see what we got. So ready? 1, 2, 3, and... Continuing on, now we're going back to the G. I'll play it for you guys first, and then we'll go learn it together. Alright, so let's go ahead and learn this part. Once again, we're going to start off on the G chord, which sounds something like this. And then now finger picking, which you're only going from A to E, so let go of your middle finger on the 2nd fret A string. So strum again, right? So you're gonna get that effect. And then A, E again, and then 2 fingers one more time from the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret right here, C and E string, and then fully strum again, and then do the upstroke again, and then open again, and then to E minor. Low G, just like before, so it's the same thing. And then back to the D. So that G chord, one more time, let's go over it again. Ready, 1, 2, 3, and... So notice right here, we're actually kind of like doing more strums in this one. So strum, strum, just how we do with the E minor right here, except this right here, it's the same pattern. I notice here on the E minor, I take my finger off. It's not necessary. I mean, it kind of gives it that effect. When you kind of take your finger off, that's kind of what I'm going for, like a pull off type of thing. But when you do it, back to the D again. And then this time when you play the D chord, you're doing the same thing, except now, instead of when you pull off and hitting the 1 string, you're actually gonna hit 2 now. You're gonna hit the A and E string at the same time. And then coming up, from the 3rd fret now, because you're strumming initially the A and E string, so you're kind of coming from, right? So you're doing these bottom 2 here. So now you're going down to the C and E string, which your fingers are already positioned, and then you're gonna move your pinky up to the 5th fret right here. And then now that now that chord that we played initially before, I don't know the name of it, but it's positioned like this. It's kind of like a, pretty much index finger right here, 2nd fret, middle 3rd, and then 4, and then 5th fret right here on the A, E, C, and G string, or the G, C, E, A string, whatever, pattern type of thing. So you're gonna do that, and then it's gonna go in, you're gonna hold this position, and then, and that moves on to the bridge where we'll go ahead and cover next. So let's go ahead and from the top of this whole section. Ready, 1, 2, 3, and... the next part we're gonna learn is the pre-chorus. Pretty much it's gonna start off like the original pattern that we've been playing in the very beginning, or that we played in the very beginning, pretty much is the same format right here. Obviously check the tabs below just to help you with that, that arrangement there. So it's gonna go open, and then with the second fret right here, index finger on the A string. And then right here, continuing on, you're actually going to do the G arrangement that we played in the very beginning of this song. And it's going to sound like this. Moving on to the D. Open first. And then what I do, instead of putting my finger here or something, you can do that to help. I just bar the whole thing. I kind of do this weird wonky thing, you know. So open here. And then down like that to where it, you know, goes. So right here, so and then right here once again, remember how we had our fingers positioned right here? Hammer on from 3rd fret to 5th fret. Right here, going on top. In this position we're gonna have our ring finger right there on the 4th fret, the middle finger right there on the 3rd fret, and of course pinky right here on the high A on the 5th fret. So go ahead and strum down. It's gonna be a climb down, so we'll get a little close here. So we're gonna go right here, and then strum A twice, and then the E string. So, and then open. And then I go back and forth. And then right here, the 5th fret on the E string. And then lastly, I'll do the G chord, which is also my favorite right here. Pretty much this is a G, right? But now we're just barring right here and right here. So of course, make sure you have your pinky on the 5th fret, high A string, and then have the middle finger right there on the 3rd fret on the E string. Look at the tabs because it's kind of, it's more of like a fluid thing. So on that G chord, it's kind of, that's what you're playing here. So 5th fret A, climb down to the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret E string, back up to the 2nd fret A string, and then down to the 3rd fret E string. And then right here, D. So once again, I'm gonna do way slower. Sorry, that was really fast. And then down to the D. And then now we can go into the chorus. So the chorus is gonna pretty much start off right here, 3rd fret on the E string, and then 2nd fret on the C string. And then open A, then G. We're gonna do a lot of these in this part. So pretty much every time we strum, we're always gonna kind of climb down from A to E. So I just did that right there. Strum down, let go of the ring, middle finger, and then up to the 3rd fret right here, pinky, and then E minor. So once again, and we're gonna let go of the index finger every single time. So we're gonna strum down with the E minor, climb down, A, E, open again, and then A, E, and then once again, strum down, and then just play on the A string, which is gonna be pretty much, and then that 3rd fret right there. So, and then strum again, up to the 3rd fret right here on the A string, climb down to the 2, open, and then to the E string right here where your middle finger is already on the 3rd fret. And then open right here on the 5th fret, A, E again, so, and then this chord I don't know the name of, once again A, E, so, and then strum again, ride the A string, climb up to the 3rd fret, down to the 2nd fret, open, and then the E string, which is already should be on the 3rd fret here, and then the D chord, strum all the way through to get that even high A noise as well. So that picking pattern right there. So after we strum, we're going to do all this on the 2nd fret. We're going to do the E, C, G string. So, and then once again right here with the middle finger right here on the 3rd fret and on the E string. So 2 fingers. And then repeat. So pretty much it's a, and then twice, let go, once, and then middle finger back right there on the 3rd fret, and then once again right here on the high A, and then repeat. So I'm gonna play that part really slow. Just try to play along with me as best you can. I do finger pick a lot through this, but if you feel like you want to strum and get a little more creative with it, that's totally fine. That was my intentions originally. So let's go ahead and play this together from the top. We're gonna start from this position right here. And so we're gonna go really slow. Ready, 1, 2, 3, and. So let's take it from the top and let's see what we have all together. So from the very beginning, pretty much we're doing this one. Right? Don't forget that. And then of course the palm mutes. And then now when the song starts. So let's go from there. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. So pretty much you're gonna play that song, you know, as many times as you want. I think the song's pretty repetitive after that. I stop it at that point because I know that that's how far it's, you know, it goes until it repeats. So I didn't want to bore anybody if they wanted to keep listening to it. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave a message below. I'm trying something a little different with this tutorial. I'm going to try with the tabs at the bottom. Let me know how that's worked for you, if it makes it easier to follow along, especially with the plucking patterns. This one has a lot of those in it. So once again, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Thanks again. We'll see you guys next time.